I'd like to explore the anatomy of mindful cooking, and we'll begin by prepping this squid, one of my favorite dishes, though it's not something that's in popular demand. And I do emphasize the word anatomy because unlike most food items or food stuff, its anatomy isn't quite as well known. And in order for it to be a savory meal or snack, it needs to be prepped properly. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the head and viscera from the mantle. And I'll do that just by gently pulling. The contents. Now, we have the head, arms, and tentacles attached to the viscera, and we don't want any parts of the viscera. Now, within the mantle, there's something that is kind of uniquely named, and it's called the gladius, where gladius means sword. And when I remove this backbone, it'll make sense. Translucent and sword-like. And maybe a piece of it still lingering, and there is. This guy was obviously abused before I laid my hands on it. So there we go. You can tell by its cell membrane being broken already. Now, you'll see a lot of people struggling to remove that, when one of the easiest ways to remove the membrane from the mantle is via its fins. So I just kind of break in there like that, like that. We got the bare mantle. We grasp hold to it and just pull her on out of what is now her casing. And what we're looking at now is nothing but the mantle. At the very end, you've got the siphon. There we go. Beautiful. And to make certain there's nothing but yummy left behind, we kind of drag the knife down the mantle. Now, getting back to the head, arms, and tentacle, we want to remove the arms and tentacle from the head, which we've just done. Then this guy, like birds, has a beak. That has to be removed. That guy is vicious. That's what it uses to crack open its prey. Now, one of his tentacles is missing. But if this guy hadn't have been so abused, you would have 2 tentacles and 8 arms. The difference being, the arms have suckles or suction cups all the way down their length, whereas the tentacle only has it at the very end on what's called its club. At any rate, the significance of that is these guys jet out to seize their prey. These guys maneuver it into place so that its beak can do its damage. At any rate, she's just about there. Now you can eat the tentacles, but I'm going to remove it because there's not much there anyway. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this guy into rings. Looking good. Now this is just going to be kind of for the purpose of a snack, basically. Small appetizer. I actually ordered more from H-E-B, but for some reason they just set aside 1 squid. that alone should have raised some flags, but who knows what kind of curbside orders they receive in the run of a day. At any rate, that is the anatomy of mindful cooking. What I'm gonna do is pour a little milk in here, put it in the refrigerator so the milk can kind of mellow out the sea taste. And we'll pat her dry, do a double dredging where we basically flour it, dip it in egg as a wash, and then put some panko breadcrumbs on it. Let it sit for just a moment so it sets, and get to frying. Only after we've completely dried this guy to keep it from popping into oil. Hope you enjoyed the anatomy of mindful cooking.